Hi, and welcome back to Thone's Mount Nibbles number 3, True Righteousness. We're going to be talking about Poor in Spirit, Part B. We talked about Part A last time, and this is the promise of for those who are poor in spirit. The verse is the same, of course, Matthew 5:3. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Now, being blessed, why is this in the Bible? It's an initial idea of what Jesus has in mind for our lives. He wants us to be blessed. To be blessed. And this is just one of the ways, the signs that we are going to be blessed is we have these characteristics of poor in spirit. The communications here is the reality of God's promise. You know, we think about, some promises are futuristic and some promises are here in the here and now. And this is a little different than either of those. The application to my life. The word blessed means happiness, being fortunate, or being full of bliss. So here we're not talking about earthly goods or even emotional security, although certainly those are things that are blessings. We are talking about a divine gift being given to us, which belongs only to the faithful of the world in the Beatitudes. We see that the promise we receive from God. It is, in fact, in direct difference from what we can receive from the world. The world is enamored with the concept that happiness relates to riches or entertainment, and having more than you need, or perhaps just perpetual laziness and you still make it. We in fact understand that being truly happy relates to our faith that God will provide, not our riches, not our powerful acquaintances, and so on. This again points back to the phrase, poor in spirit, which we discussed last time. We count on God, not ourselves. We also highlighted the similarity between Moses on the Mount and Jesus on the Mount. When Moses used the phrase blessed, he was blessing the country Israel. They were led out of Egypt by Moses. Here, when Jesus uses the term blessed, he is speaking of leading the people out of sin and into salvation. And that's really a really good parallel between the role of Moses and the role of Jesus. God says, trust my promises, not your wealth or your craftiness. And my personal response is, Lord, thank you for the blessing you provide for us to lead us to full faith in you. And all this is a quite welcoming kind of information that we're talking about here. Poor in spirit, we count on God, not on ourselves. And then we see this parallel between the freedom that was gained by Moses taking the Israelites out of the country of Egypt, and then the freedom that we gain by Jesus leading us out of sin and into salvation. wow, it's makes you kind of shiver. It's such good news. So we'll talk to you next time.